What is up, everyone? Welcome to a Medieval 2 Kingdoms battle replay between Bishamenten and Kanakaku, both esteemed members of our Discord server. Link is in the description below. And this time we're on a very flat map with Bishamenten playing as the Milanese. He's got some Genoese crossbow militia. I like how you can actually see the deployment phase in this game. I can actually go over the army composition without having to rush through it. But anyway, you got mounted crossbowmen, Italian spear militia, some a strong core of dismounted feudal knights, and some armored sergeants in the rear. Overall, really balanced build. You got melee cavalry, missile cavalry, and of course the fabled Genoese crossbow militia. And the match has started. Kanakaku's army is now visible. Playing as the Sicilians, got some Pavese crossbowmen, also very, very vaunted crossbow units. And he's also got his own armored sergeants, some Muslim archers, dismounted Norman knights, Muslim archers. And for cavalry, he's brought chivalric knights and Norman knights, no missile cavalry it seems, so more or less balanced army compositions. One of them has brought in some missile cavalry while the other hasn't, and I predicted that the fight is going to be opened up with the missile cavalry. All right, on both flanks we have missile cavalry about to swoop in. They're gonna take pot shots at this army. It seems they're gonna stay out of line of fire of the Muslim archers. It seems. I don't know who they're targeting. Are they targeting the archers or the armored sergeants? Oh wait, we got the cavalry being fended off on this section. We got the mounted sergeants, the Sicilian mounted sergeants chasing after the mounted crossbowmen. I'm not sure. Can mounted crossbows? Okay, yeah, they can do the Parthian shot. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate for the melee cavalry. He took some losses on his crossbowmen. Quite a few actually. He's taking quite a bit of return fire. Who's firing back at him? Hang on, from that range. That was a pretty far. That was a pretty long range. Who's firing at him? I can't tell who's firing at him here. Okay, which unit is firing at him. That seemed like a pretty long range to be firing from. And we're on level terrain, by the way, meaning they don't get any height advantage. Anyway, what's going on here? Did they get caught? They got caught. They got caught. All right. Mounted crossbowmen got caught by mounted sergeants. This is not gonna... It's not gonna go down well for the mounted crossbowmen, but they're not too badly mauled given the circumstances and given the fact that they're completely isolated. But Heli said, I can do you one better. You know, Bishamenten, also known as Heli, can do one better and send in his other unit of mounted crossbowmen. To take out the mounted sergeants. What's going on this end, on this section of the front? We've got Genoese crossbow militia, and we can take some joy in listening to the whole reload animation. You can hear the whole... every part of the reload animation has its own sound effect. Like here where they're like fastening the bolt. Yeah, man, the attention to detail is something else in this game. It is truly something else in this game. Got an overall... I got a general skirmish between Genoese crossbow militia and Pavese crossbow militia, but the Finnish player, who is Kanakaku, is now charging in. Is now embarking on a general offensive, and he's being met with armored sergeants. We got the clash of armored sergeants here. Dismounted Norman knights versus armored sergeants. I don't predict that's going to go very well for the armored sergeants. Yep, they're already under a bit of strain. And of course, Bishamenten's going to have to use whatever time they buy for him extremely wisely. He's charging down the missile archers who are taking an absolute beating. Even if their own cavalry are coming to reinforce, that's not going to do them much good. The mounted crossbowmen we were talking about earlier are going to envelop... Oh no, they're just going to stay here firing into the backs of these cavalry. And I guess maybe it's better for them. I'm not sure if it's better for them to charge outright or to just sit back and keep on firing.
If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Dismounted Norman Knights against dismounted feudal knights and armored sergeants. You have the weight of numbers. They're not going to hold very well against the weight of numbers. And there seems to be a bit of a chain rout here in the center on the Sicilian side. He's rushing in his general's bodyguard maybe to plug the gap. Pavis crossbow militia, not sure how much of a contribution they're making. Muslim archers are sitting back, unless they're going to get charged down by the Milanese general. What's the cavalry fight looking like over here? Yeah, we got chivalric knights, mounted sergeants, and the situation has been reversed on this side. So the Milanese are being enveloped by multiple Sicilian cavalry units.
But our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. Only half the enemy force remains.
Armored sergeants have rallied and are charging back in. We got armored sergeants and Pavis crossbows fighting in the center. One unit of Pavis crossbowmen that's still keeping fire on the enemy, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Trying to
our Lord. Our men have slain the enemy general.
And speaking of enough, killing the general is probably going to be enough to seal the fate of the Sicilian army. I think he might have done himself a disfavor by charging his cavalry after the missile, by charging the chivalric or the armored, the mounted sergeants after the missile cavalry. Should have probably kept them in for an enveloping maneuver. Muslim archers about to get charged down by dismounted feudal knights and armored sergeants, and gonna rout in short order. However, these armored sergeants and dismounted Norman knights are still giving a decent account of themselves, it seems. Chivalric knights almost fighting down to the last man. Genoese crossbow militia have not taken... One of them has probably taken... I don't know, I think this was from counter missile fire. I'm not sure if the Sicilians made it this far forward. Anyway, they're relatively unbattered, the crossbows as a whole.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
That is a very, very traditional Bishamantan victory, just multiple envelopments, and even according to the numbers, it's very, very decisive. He lost 854 to 1,555. That's pretty damn, especially for multiplayer, that's pretty damn significant. And this is on a map that doesn't have any like height advantage. It's just flat terrain. It's just you and your opponents and how much you can outmaneuver them in that case. Let's see what the statistics are here. General's bodyguard dealing the most damage, it seems. Not surprising in Medieval 2. I can't see Kanakaku's stats. Yeah, this is some weird Medieval 2 stuff. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys, and if you have any battle replays for Medieval 2, Shogun 2, Napoleon, Fall of the Samurai, just send them my way and I'll cover them in 2074 as the normal time frame for me releasing my releasing replay commentaries. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.